You can see me very good. Well, there you go. Alrighty. Too much backlight over there. Alright, let's talk about last weekend's event. It was the Fight Pits, a brand new event. And just so you guys know, it was a very good event, especially for our team, Legion Psychos. If you are in the Gold League, you're probably beating us up, trying to get us out of the #1 spot, which you were able to do. Excuse me, a little bit of allergies. So, let's see how we did. That's a store. Here we go. We hit #1 pretty fast. We held on to #1 for about 36 hours. Moved our way straight up into the Coliseum. And then everybody noticed who we were. Then it was just all out war. Let's go over to the battle and give us the rankings. So, you can see that we finished off #2 overall, which is really good. And to be honest, we're real happy with that. Worldwide, we ranked 2972, which, not too bad. I always love when they say work harder to win a prize in that category. Give me a break. I don't understand that. We worked our butts off. And we achieved quite a bit. I was able to do a really good job. Let's look over there, just to show you know who your coach is. This was mine, and how I know people have played a lot longer, have done a lot better. But I've only been playing for a few months. So I was able to get to 59,000 points. And in my season right now, and this is the last month of the season, I'm able to get every prize. Spindra, Chimerack, Gargula, Nicrix, Grog, the Rider, and Anuba. Been able to get Evolve Stones for almost all of them, but my favorite dragon, of course, is Chimerack. And with Chimerack, I am so far up to the Platinum Evolve Stone. And you can see that's a beast. That'll probably keep me going for another year easy, because I'm not even close to Platinum level. But it's not very far from, they tease you a little bit. Not very far from the Sapphire Stone, which, why not? I'm going to do that one probably in this next event. But all these other things, a few things in between here, is just bake. It's just money. So it's pick one dragon that you really, really like. And then just work that line until you get a stone sufficient enough to where you're happy with it. I got Spindra because I got a lot of points last one, and though I don't like Sorcerer Dragons, Spindra's actually a pretty tough dragon. So I got him, or her, whichever. I haven't really examined Spindra very closely. It might be a her, maybe. Nicrix, everybody's gung-ho on this dragon. I did get the Evolve Stone for Nicrix. I just can't stand it. There's a touch to it. I cannot get the hang of that dragon. Grog, I love having that rider. Anuba's curiosity more than anything. I have quite a few Evolve Stones for Anuba up to green right now. But by the end of the month, Anuba's going to pick up strength. I got it because, one, it was cheap. Two, I don't know how strong it's going to be. It's a Sorcerer Dragon. But, so I'm not crazy about Sorcerer Dragons. Sorcerer Dragons cannot hit all the targets. They only hit targeted targets. You know, the big stuff. All the little stuff, the houses and the little things like that. Those things are bank because you need speed ups for many of these events. This one coming up this week is the fortification event. You need speed ups. You cannot do well in it without having a couple months or so of speed ups saved up. So a Sorcerer Dragon handicaps you almost immediately. So I always go with a Warrior or a Hunter Dragon. But at least you can hit everything that you want and get speed ups. And sometimes there's some hidden chests. In fact, I even got a gold chest on one of the houses once. So you just don't know what you're missing. And a Sorcerer Dragon never shows you what you are missing. You're totally ignorant to the fact that all those things are gone. But Five Pits was pretty amazing. Five Pits was we had 25 teams in each one of their leagues. And you all started out in the lower pit, and you just fought it out. Basically, stealing points from each other. And the ones with the highest points at the end of the 6 hours goes up to the next tier. And when you're in the Colosseum, which is the tallest, the highest tier, you're just fighting it out, trying to stay up there. But then you'll drop down, you'll go back up, you'll drop down. The thing is timing. After about a day and a half, 2 days of this, everybody figured out our strategy. We didn't start fighting until about 20 minutes left in the 6-hour round. And at that point, everybody's beating themselves up for the #1 spot. And then we just come out of nowhere. If they were 8,000 ahead of us, we only had to score 4,000. Because remember, it's the difference. So there's 4,000 down, 4,000 up, and we're tied. So to be honest, we just use supers and with inner fires. And you can get about 1,000 points every attack. You can pass them up and knock them down to last place. They can be first with all high hopes, and then knock them down to last place, wondering what the heck happened. After about 2 days of doing this, people started figuring it out. And some people were jumping the gun. Even some of our people were jumping the gun. And the problem about doing that is that you push yourself up into that ranking, make yourself a target. Well, you got to stay low. Just within reach, just to keep an eye on it for about 8,000 point difference. And then when you're about at that 15-minute mark, then you jump in. Everybody jumps in with inner fires and with supers. And everybody will have at least 2 supers to use. Whether they have inner fires or not, I don't know. But they make a big difference. And boom, you're up there in the #1 spot. When everybody else started, I mean, really, it got exciting with the last 30 minutes of every event. And because we were a target, because we were globally ranked, or actually league ranked high, people just wanted to keep us down. So after we would keep ourselves down, they were pushing us down farther. And so we wanted to, we had to sort of play a little early in order to stay within striking range. And that's what we did. It was pretty exciting. Everybody was fighting each other, and it was very competitive. I liked it. Five Pits will be a good one to keep around. It's very much like Tug of War. Just a little bit more ruthless, though. Somebody attacked me. Let's look at the attack. I always like looking at attacks and seeing how my defenses stood up. Now then we have a fortification event coming up, and this will help me see where I need to go. I just posted on how to build a base, so go to my YouTube channel and check that out. But let's look to see what this individual did. So this is the beginning of my base. They're using a Zamrock Gold, which is an extremely tough dragon. Should be able to knock out my base with this. So it's a good dragon. My base isn't up to gold standard yet. It's pretty high level. Alright, now this is my sniper island. This is the one that will cause the most damage. And it really sucked against that dragon. Zamorak is a divine dragon. It was an event dragon. They've evolved this one up into the gold level, which is 2 levels up, which is really good. It's a good dragon. Look at it. It's a shame they don't offer divine dragons twice. That's a really good dragon. So, got whooped on my base. That's all right. My base is only at a level 60 right now. Let me show you what a green dragon can do. So, I really don't need any resources, so I'm really just playing for XP, which is the energy or the ability to mark one up. So I looked down on my list here, this little shopping area here, matchmaking. And then I look for somebody, 3,500 to 4,000, because I think the most I can do is for 3,900 or so. But there's a level 61. I look at the base itself. Notice on this base there's not even a level 20 tower, which is not even there. I'm going to move you up there. So this is a pretty easy base for my Chimerack. So I'm going to choose my Chimerack. I could just leave the boosts on. It's kind of demoralizing to the other guy or gal. That's it. Let's see if I can do it in one shot. I'm going to pull up right at the very last because I've got other dragons like the Anuba that I want to build up. And we're just going to give him some XP. Because this dragon right here has got like 6 or 7 million XP stored up. It's just waiting for me to qualify to those levels. Alright, here we go. I don't want to invite teammates right now because they'll go ahead and destroy the base. And I want to level it up. This dragon has an explosive shield. And I was at the explosive shield. Weaken all the towers with its fire. So when it explodes, all weakened towers die with it. There's that purple thing, the dark flak. Yeah, you really need to knock that baby out quick. That's why I love it. Having him on my base. It's a good sniper. That's a blue barge I just destroyed. That's it. This dragon's kryptonite. But this dragon is so powerful that you really don't have to worry about that too much unless it's about a 22 level or something like that. A little harder to take down. You can cock the trigger or the hammer, hit it, and boom. That's why I call him Breeder, because he likes making things go boom. Yeah, see, this is so easy. Wasn't that long ago anything this high would scare the crud out of me. So, after that blue barge back there, again, all we got left are farms. Nothing going to shoot back at us right now. Alright, now I'm going to exit by hitting swap. And I'm going to bring in Anuba. Because... is that Anuba? I'm going to leave an XP boost on it. Gives me a little bit extra. This is a sorcerer dragon. Notice I cannot swipe over anything other than a main target. It's crazy. We're missing all these. A little boat that's a target. This gate is, but the bridge isn't. Sometimes the bridge gives you something. There you go. And that's why I don't like sorcerer dragons. Because they just don't hit everything. And everything means something. A lot of something means a lot of advantage. Alright, and there you go. Pretty easy, huh? Yeah. It's hard at the very beginning, but once you get a good dragon, you kind of wear its wings out. So, I haven't even fitted runes to some of these new dragons. I have 2 new dragons I gotta get up to breeding level, which is this guy. That's Danzig. And I've got to get Danzig. Breeding level is 12 for both of these. It's a lot of things. I gotta work these dragons hard. And Etten. both these dragons, once they're up to breeding level, I can breed them and get the one dragon of the gold that I need. Once I get that gold dragon, and I'm at level 63, I can advance Boomer or Chimerack. I can also advance Nicrix as well as Gargula. I have several divine dragons from this season they're on hold until I can get these things up to there. But notice it requires Dragon Dead level 2. That means I have to be, well, I'm already past that. Upgrade your Dragon's Dead to level 15. I need to be at 63. But this one also requires 1 gold epic dragon. So both of those I have to qualify for in order to add more power to them. So, very good. But anyway, the fights, the pit fights, you have to be on a team. You can't do it without a team. So all those people not on a team couldn't play the event. It requires a little bit of strategy, a lot of teamwork. Some of the teams, like JP, they actually won our league. And what made JP do really, really well is that they had a lot of defense. They played defense very, very well. And that cost us and other people points by defending. I'm not sure if it's worth it in the end. They didn't get that much more than us in being number 1 as opposed to number 2. And all the defensive equipment that they had to use up had to cost them a lot. In fact, go over to Forge. So you go over here. Well, let's say you want to get to a defensive pack. That's 1,450 rubies. And they would go through this quick because really it's the armor and the hammer that really are the big pluses. They were using them left and right. If I attacked, they dropped 5 of those defensive armors on one island just to keep me from killing it. So is it worth it because it cost them so much? I think the return on investment says no. But they won because they played really good defense. If you have any other questions, please just leave it in comments. And I will answer them as soon as I can. So anyway, you guys have fun with War Dragons. I will too.